Pocket English Podcast
from your pocket.
Welcome back to Pocket English, where we turn your quiet confusion into confident conversation. You have thousands of English words locked in your brain right now, but why do they hide the moment you need them? Picture this. It's Monday morning, the coffee machine is whirring, your colleague asks, "How was the conference?" You know the word is inspiring or motivating. You studied it yesterday, but your brain goes silent. You just say, "Good."
I hate that feeling. I remember my first week working in an English office. I wanted to sound professional, like a serious adult. But when my boss asked me a simple question, my mind went blank. I felt like a 5-year-old.
That happens because you practiced storage, not retrieval. Today, we fix the connection between your memory and your mouth.
Okay, fix me, Emma. Because honestly, I study, I use apps, I have lists. But when I open my mouth, the advanced words just stay inside. It is like they are stuck behind a wall.
They are not stuck behind a wall, Jack. They are just buried on a path you haven't cleared yet. We need to talk about the difference between passive vocabulary and active vocabulary.
I have heard those terms. Passive is what I understand, and active is what I say.
Exactly. Most learners have a huge passive vocabulary. You can read a news article and understand 90% of it. You recognize the words. But recognizing is easy. Your brain just has to match the shape of the word to a meaning. It is like seeing a friend in a crowd and waving.
But speaking is different.
Speaking is completely different. Speaking is retrieval. You have to go into the crowd, find your friend, grab their hand, and pull them onto the stage. That takes energy.
That is a great image. I feel like I am always searching in the crowd, but I can't find the word exhausting, so I just grab the word tired because he is standing right in front of me.
Exactly. Tired is easy to reach. You have used it 1,000 times. The path to tired in your brain is a superhighway. It is wide and clear. But the path to exhausting? You have only read it. You have walked that path in, putting the word into your memory, but you have never walked the path out.
So the path out is overgrown, like a forest with too many trees?
Yes. Every time you read a word, you clear the entrance. But every time you speak a word, you clear the exit. If you don't practice the exit, the door stays shut. We call this retrieval strength. You have high storage strength, you know the word exists, but low retrieval strength.
That makes me feel a bit better. I thought I was just stupid or bad at languages.
Not at all. You just spent all your time stocking the shelves in the warehouse, but you never practiced the delivery trucks.
Okay, so how do I get the trucks moving? How do I build this retrieval strength?
We are going to use 3 techniques today. The first one is called self-narration.
Narrating myself, like talking to myself?
Yes, but with a specific rule. You have to narrate your life before you need to speak to anyone else. You need to practice retrieving words when the pressure is low.
Give me an example.
Okay, imagine you are making coffee in the office kitchen. Usually you do this silently, right?
Of course, I don't want people to think I'm crazy.
Well, keep your voice quiet, maybe just a whisper. But in your head, or very softly, I want you to say exactly what is happening. I am pouring the water, the steam is rising, the aroma is intense.
The aroma is intense, okay.
See, you just retrieved the word aroma and intense. If you didn't do that, you would just think coffee smell. By forcing yourself to narrate, you are clearing a path to those specific words.
It feels a bit silly though. I am holding the cup. The cup is hot. It feels too simple.
If it feels simple, make it harder. That is the beauty of it. If the cup is hot is too easy, force your brain to find a better word. The cup is scorching. The cup is scalding.
Scalding? I haven't used that word in years.
But you know it.
I do. It was right there on the tip of my tongue.
On the tip of my tongue. That is a great phrase. It means you can almost taste the word, but you can't quite say it. Self-narration helps you take it off the tip of your tongue and put it into the air.
So I should do this when I am alone?
Yes. In the shower, driving the car, folding laundry. The shower is the best place. No one can hear you. Describe the soap. Describe the water pressure. Is it weak? Is it pummeling you?
Pummeling. Good word. Okay, so I talk to myself like a crazy person to clear the path. What is the second technique?
The second technique is called emotional tagging. This solves the translation problem.
The translation problem? You mean translating from my native language?
Right. When you learned the word exhausting, what did you do? Did you learn exhausting equals native word?
Yeah, probably. I looked it up in the dictionary, saw the word in my language, and said, okay, got it.
The problem is, Now that word is glued to your native language. To say it, your brain has to go idea, native word, translation, English word. That is too slow. That is why you freeze.
That is exactly what happens. I see the image in my head, I hear my language, and then I get stuck waiting for the English.
We need to cut the wire to your native language. We need to wire the English word directly to a feeling or an image.
How do we do that?
Let's take exhausting. Close your eyes for a second, Jack.
Okay, eyes closed.
Don't think of the word. Think of how your body feels after a 12-hour flight. You are carrying heavy bags, your eyes are burning, your legs feel like jelly. Can you feel that?
Oh yeah, I feel heavy. I just want to collapse on the floor.
Hold that heavy feeling. Now stamp the word exhausting right onto that feeling. Not onto the word in your language, onto the heavy shoulders. Say it.
Exhausting.
Again, feel the weight.
Exhausting.
Now open your eyes. Next time you feel that weight, don't look for the translation. Look for the physical sensation. The word exhausting should live in your shoulders, not in your dictionary.
That is interesting. So I'm tagging the physical sensation with the English label.
Exactly. You can do this with positive words too. Take the word thrilled. Don't translate it. Think of the feeling in your chest when you get great news, that little vibration.
That jump.
Yes, tag that jump thrilled.
I like that. It feels faster, direct.
It is much faster, but you have to be consistent. You can't just do this once. That brings us to the third technique, and this is the most important one for stopping the freeze.
Okay, hit me with it.
It is called the 5-second rule.
Is that the rule where if I drop food on the floor, I can still eat it?
No, please don't eat words off the floor. This is about speed. The biggest mistake learners make is they learn a word and then they wait. They wait for a conversation to happen days later.
Well, yeah, I can't force a conversation to happen right now.
But you can force a sentence. The rule is, when you learn a new word, or when you remember a word you forgot, you must speak it in a full sentence within 5 seconds.
5 seconds? That is fast.
It has to be immediate. If you are listening to this podcast and you hear a word like, let's say articulate.
Articulate, to speak clearly and effectively.
Right. Don't just nod and say, I know that. Say a sentence about yourself using articulate. Do it now.
Okay, 5 seconds. I want to be more articulate in my meetings.
Perfect. You walked the path out. If you had just listened to me say it, you would have only walked the path in.
So every time I look up a word on my phone, I shouldn't just read the definition and close the app.
Never. That is a waste of time. Read the definition, look away from the phone, and say a sentence about your life. My neighbor is very articulate. I was not articulate yesterday. Make it real.
I feel like I have been wasting so much time just reading lists. I thought I was studying, but I was just browsing.
Browsing is a good word for it. Browsing feels like learning, but it is passive. We want you to be a builder, not a browser.
If you are enjoying this episode and you want to stop browsing and start building, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. We release these lessons every week to help you fit English into your busy life. One click and you get a pocket-sized lesson right on your home screen.
And speaking of building, let's talk about a game you can play. Because let's be honest, talking to yourself in the shower is great, but sometimes you're on the bus or the train and you need a mental game.
Yes, please. Something I can do without moving my lips so people don't stare at me.
This is called the synonym game.
I know what a synonym is, a word that means the same thing as another word, like big and large.
Exactly. But we are going to use it to push your brain to work harder. Here's the challenge. Look at an object near you. You have 10 seconds to name it using 3 different words.
3 different words for one object? That sounds hard.
It is meant to be hard. That struggle, that panic you feel when you are searching for the third word, that is your brain building the highway.
Okay, let's try it. I'm looking at that car outside the window.
Go. 10 seconds. 3 words.
Okay, car, automobile,
1 more. Keep digging.
vehicle.
Nice. Car, automobile, vehicle. You survived.
That was actually stressful. I panicked on the third one.
Good. Panic in practice so you don't panic in the meeting. Let's try a harder one. Look at my coffee cup. Go.
Cup, mug,
Come on. 1 more.
container.
Acceptable. Or you could say vessel if you want to be poetic.
Vessel. That is a cool word. I never use vessel.
But now you might, because you forced your brain to look for it. The synonym game forces you to dig deep into your storage and throw things out onto the path.
I can do this anywhere. Waiting in line at the grocery store?
Exactly. Look at the person in front of you. Man, customer, shopper. Look at the cashier, worker, employee, staff.
It is like a workout for my vocabulary muscles.
It is, and it stops you from being lazy. We always use the first word we find. Good, bad, big, small. The synonym game forces you to reach for the second and third shelf of your vocabulary.
I have a grammar question about this, though. Sometimes when I'm trying to find these words, I get confused about my memory. Like, should I say I forgot the word or I have forgotten the word?
Ah, the classic past simple versus present perfect. This is a great nuance.
I use them both, but I am never sure if I am right.
Think about the result. If you say, I forgot the word, you're talking about a specific moment in the past. I forgot the word during the meeting yesterday. The moment is gone.
Okay, I forgot it when I was speaking to my boss.
Perfect. But if you say, I have forgotten the word, it means the result is still happening now. I have forgotten the word implies I still don't know it right now. It is gone.
So if I'm in the middle of a sentence and I freeze, I can say, I'm sorry, I have forgotten the word.
Yes, that is very natural. It tells the listener I am currently in a state of not knowing.
My mind has gone blank.
Exactly. My mind went blank is past tense. It happened a moment ago. My mind has gone blank feels very immediate, like you are still in the blankness.
That is helpful. I think I usually just say I forget.
I forget is present simple. That sounds like a habit. I forget names easily. That's fine if you are describing your personality, but in the specific moment of freezing, use I have forgotten or my mind has gone blank.
My mind has gone blank. I'm going to practice that one.
Hopefully you won't have to use it too often if you use the 5-second rule.
True. Okay, let me recap. To stop the freeze, I need to focus on retrieval, not just storage.
Correct.
I need to use self-narration to practice quietly before I speak publicly.
Yes.
I need to use emotional tagging, linking the word to the feeling, not the translation.
Absolutely.
And I need to use the 5-second rule. Use the word immediately in a sentence.
And finally, play the synonym game when you are bored.
That is a lot of tools. I feel armed and dangerous now.
You are ready to attack that silence.
I think the biggest change for me is just realizing that knowing a word isn't enough. I used to get so angry at myself. I studied this. Why am I so stupid?
That anger shuts your brain down even more. Stress destroys memory.
So instead of getting angry, I should just realize the path is overgrown. I just need to walk it a few more times.
Exactly. Be patient with yourself. You are doing the work. You just need to change how you do the work.
I am going to try the self-narration thing while I cook dinner tonight. I am chopping the onions. I am weeping because of the onions.
Weeping. Look at you using advanced vocabulary already.
I am articulate.
You are very articulate.
Okay, I have a challenge for our listeners. I want to know if this happens to them too.
Yes, let's hear it.
What is one specific English word you always forget when you need it? Is there a word that haunts you?
Oh, that is a good question. Maybe it's schedule or entrepreneur or awkward.
For me, it is Worcestershire sauce. I can never say it or remember it.
That is a hard one for everyone.
Tell us your ghost word in the comments below. And when you write it, try to write a sentence with it immediately. Apply the 5-second rule right there in the comments.
We will reply with a sentence to help you practice too.
And for your challenge today, play the synonym game just once. Pick one object, find 3 names for it. That small struggle is your brain building a highway.
Don't let your words stay locked in the warehouse. Open the doors and let them out.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
See you in the next pocket-sized lesson.